Reload up.
We're gonna go straight from here, straight out to the field, and
Whack it heavy.
that's what I hope, Joe.
Get ready, there's one right above it right now.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, shoot that one broadside. Damn, that's a tall hike. Ready.
In February, I decided to take advantage of an offer by John Stallone and head to Arizona for my first ever Javelina hunt. John's a friend who lives in Scottsdale and offered to host me on this trip.
Reload up.
John had me on his podcast, Interviews with the Hunting Masters, a couple of years back, and he was kind enough to invite me down to chase javelina and coyotes with him.
We're gonna go straight from here, straight out to the field, and
Whack it heavy.
that's what I hope, Joe.
All right, man. I appreciate this. This is going to be a ton of fun.
Cool.
Javelina, or the skunk or stink pig, are considered big game in Arizona, and people often confuse them with the wild boar, which are considered a nuisance species. The javelina's pepper-colored coats allow them to blend in perfectly with the yucca-covered mountains, but they have poor eyesight, allowing for close-range stalks, which could be great for bow hunting. Since I hadn't done this before, John and I discussed using a rifle for this first javelina hunt. John, who knows the area well, also invited his friend Shane to join us on the hunt to help spot the javelinas and maybe hunt as well.
So I don't know, we've been here about hour and a half, and Shane spotted some javelina there, I don't know, a half-mile away. We're gonna start making our way, and Shane's gonna help guide us in case they move.
The use of a two-way radio is legal in Arizona, so Shane stayed back to help guide John and me to the herd.
Damn it, I knew it. The wind's no bueno, it's going straight up.
With the swirling wind, we had to change course to avoid the javelina winding us. After knocking loose some rocks on our final approach, we were lucky to have not spooked the herd.
Okay, below that rock, down and to the left a little bit, there's a super dark green one. There's a javelina just to the left of that. Okay, look, right on top of that flat rock right there. Get ready, there's one right above it right now.
You ready?
Yep. Dude, you missed. There's no way that the one that's standing right next to him got killed and that one's still standing there.
That one's giving me a totally broadside right now, but I don't want to shoot two. If I did shoot the one, that one's just standing right there.
Yeah, I know.
You see it?
Yeah, and there's another one to the left of it, and there's one down and to the left. Much. Oh, that's a big boar, the one that's standing broadside. It's up to you, man, but I don't think you hit that one. Shane, okay, we're trying to figure out right now what we're gonna do. Can't tell if you hit him or not because I was looking. No, it's moving. The one that I see. Okay, shoot that one broadside. You missed him. That's the one that runs. That's the one that ran down. Your gun's hitting way right.
I lost him.
We should have checked your
Where
gun.
is he? I know, damn it.
After the shot, we decided to check the phone scope to confirm the miss.
Yeah, he just ran. You missed completely.
Realizing the mistake, I had to sight in the rifle.
Shame on us for not shooting it after freaking traveling on an airplane. You get in a hurry and you get to your spot, and then the last thing you want to do is shoot and blow things out.
Not having a target, I took aim at some rocks about 200 yards out.
We were concerned about being right, which it ended up being, so I brought it left.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was off.
Yeah.
It was off.
Well, we just did what we should have done probably this morning to make sure it was on, but I did have to make an adjustment. It was hitting to the right. That's what happened on that javelina. So So just dialed it in, brought it back to the left, made 2 good shots at 200 yards. Everybody take note, whether you're driving or flying, especially flying,
170.
just take the time to make sure you're dialed in. I mean, don't take it for granted. I've done it, it's cost me twice.
Perfect. See that black? That's 2. Directly across, you see him running right there.
Ready?
Pure Hunting is brought to you by Browning, the best there is, and by Thorogood, American manufacturer of job-fitted work and outdoor footwear since 1892. Hoyt, get serious, get Hoyt. Iota Outdoors, question every detail. Control the sound with custom-fit digital hearing protection from ESP, and these other fine companies.
You ready? Yep.
After missing a javelina, I realized my rifle was off after traveling.
Dude, you missed. We should have checked your gun.
I know, damn it.
John, Shane, and I sighted the rifle in and headed back out into the Arizona desert. While glassing for javelina, Shane spotted a mountain lion. John had a tag and decided to use my rifle to take a shot at it. Unfortunately, he missed.
Guessing sucks.
It does.
The cat ran up the mountain, so we headed after it and ran into a group of javelina.
Perfect. You can see him with the naked eye. See that black? That's 2. Directly across, you see him running right there. Shoot that one broadside right there.
You ready?
Yep. Nice. He's down. Take down.
That was awesome. Shot was about 175 yards. We stopped broadside. You ready?
Yep.
Rolled him down the hill, so fantastic end to a day. Thanks,
Seriously,
man.
what a roller coaster ride, right?
Gosh, from mountain lion to javelina, right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm glad we resighted that sucker in, man.
I know, right?
It should have been a slam dunk.
It's a boar.
Sweet. All right.
Congrats.
Thank you, man. Oh, yeah. They are funny looking little animals, aren't they?
Absolutely.
I mean, you've seen a ton of them. This is my first
one up close.
one. Those are some serious chompers.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why they call it javelina, because they got those little javelins at the end.
Yeah. Pig-like nose.
Yep. I mean, really everything about them's kind of pig-like, except for their hair.
Yeah, it's almost like a little porcupine right up in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
The quills. You made a post and called them stink pigs, and I
Yeah.
can see why. They are stinky little.
Yeah, they kind of smell a little bit like skunks.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well,
So, well, congratulations, man.
well, thanks for the opportunity. This is a first for me.
I wish we had a bunch of time back here to take a bunch of pictures and enjoy the moment, but
Yeah.
if we don't get out of this canyon, it's going to be a crappy hike.
It was bad in the daylight. It's going to be bad in the dark.
We packed up my javelina and met Shane at the truck after a long hike out of the canyon.
Oh, that was a long way. Whoo-wee.
All right.
All's well that ends well. Stinky end.
I was stoked to get my first javelina, but the next day Shane and John were up to bat with their bows. After getting my javelina the day prior, it was my host John and his buddy Shane's turn to chase them. But John and Shane opted for a recurve and a longbow instead of a rifle. I've done a lot of bow hunting, but never with a recurve, so I thought I'd try it out.
Bye.
They call it the struggle stick for a reason. Whoa! It takes a lot of practice, but after a few more arrows, I got better at it.
There we go.
Shane was up first, and we ran into a group of javelina just off the road. As Shane followed up to see if he hit his target, John had his own opportunity not far away. After checking for blood, both John and Shane came up empty. We called it quits after that, but we're back at it in the morning.
Got a semi-overcast morning this morning. We're spreading out and glassing these hillsides here. Hopefully coming up with some javelina. So let's find us some pigs.
Eagle Eye Shane spotted some javelina on the side of a nearby hill, and it was time to decide who got to make the stock.
Heads or tails?
I'll flip it. You calling it?
You say tails.
Tails it is. Shane won the coin toss. John and I are gonna head up onto this rock pile and try to guide Shane in. He'll put a stock on it. We could get up there and see more, but guide him into it.
We got pigs right up here. Wind was bad back at the truck, but it must have been swirling. Now we got wind right in our face, so it should be good. They're about probably 80 yards, just right up over the top. Wind's coming up the canyon, so we'll come right over the top and hopefully be able to get a shot. There's another one that just walked out in the open. I'm gonna work my way down. He's down, boys. He's dead as it gets. Here's my arrow right here. All kinds of covered in blood. Sweet. He's dead. Oh man, big old boar. Man, that's as cool as it gets. Nice traditional bow, recurve. What a rush.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Nice, bro.
So it's kind of an amazing stock. We first actually, Shane, Eagle Eye Shane, he spotted him from that rock pile that's at least 3/4 of a mile away. From that point, it was pretty cool to watch. And he made a great shot with the traditional bow. Look at that. There you go.
Damn, that's a tall hike. Right here, right here.
Pure Hunting is brought to you by Browning Ammunition and by Browning Crossbows. Wilderness Athlete with the authority on outdoor performance. And by Fox Pro, high performance game calls. Browning Casual Sportswear, the best there is. And these other fine companies. Be sure to check out Tenzing for their full line of packs, from the backcountry for elk to the tree stand for whitetail. Tenzing is my pack of choice.
I travel a fair amount on some of my hunts.
And I trust Plano to keep my hunting equipment safe and protected while traveling on all of my hunts. With Shane and me getting our javelina,
Dead head.
John was the only one left to get an animal on the ground.
Well, we just got back to the truck bringing Shane's javelina down, so we're just gonna stay here in glass a little bit, kind of see all around. It's not that warm today, and they ought to be still out moving around, so we'll give it a little behind the binos, and John's up next for the last javelina. So Shane just spotted some pigs. Big surprise, he's the eagle eye way up on that ridge, probably 3/4 of a mile away, so he's gonna stay here and keep an eye on him. I'm gonna go across here with John, then I'm gonna set up and be able to glass from closer, and then Shane will come up once I've got him. And then John's gonna go put the stock on.
Let's get to this yucca stalk and stitch you up. Bust it, go right towards me. Can you check my approach real quick?
Making sure John had a clear path, he began the steep hike to the top.
Damn, that's a tall hike. Hey, next time, try to find me pigs that are a little bit higher up in the mountains. We're gonna go up to these white boulders up here, because there's some coos deer between us and the pigs. And if we bust them, there's a pretty good chance the javelina are gonna bust too. So we get up here and we're gonna cross over, which sucks, because that means we're gonna go up another couple hundred feet in elevation. Javelina right there. Right there. Whew. That was hairy. We are literally 2,000 feet above Willie and Shane. I don't know if you can see this monstrous country behind me. Unbelievable. That was awesome. I've killed so many javelina. That by far was my favorite. Awesome. Oh, wow. Old. She's almost got no teeth left. Oh no, it's a boar. I thought it was a sow. It is a boar. Javelina down with the struggle stick. So excited. Seriously, feels like the first time I ever shot a javelina. These are some of the funnest creatures to hunt, but it takes quite a bit of glassing, and as you can see, where they live is no joke. So I'm excited. We're gonna get this guy off the hill here before it gets dark, because that's a nasty climb that I don't want to do in the dark.
After packing up the javelina, John made the long descent back to meet us at the truck.
Probably one of the funnest stalks I've ever done. That was like a 2,000 foot increase in elevation.
The trip to Arizona was a fulfilling one, and I successfully hunted an animal I have never hunted before.
He's down.
That was awesome.
And friends John and Shane showed me how it was done with the recurve and the longbow.
He's down, boys. He's dead as it gets.
Right here, right here.
Awesome. It feels like the first time I ever shot a javelina.
To top the trip off, we took out the Fox Pro on our last morning to try to bring in some coyotes.
set up maybe 45 seconds, and a coyote came running in hard. So Shane and John are over here, and they're coming up, and we'll go try to find this coyote. Let's go recover this guy. He went right. I know where I took the shot. There he is. It's right there. Oh, yeah. Young male. All right.
Fox Pro does it again.
John and I both love hunting coyotes, and it was fun to be able to shoot one together on the last day of the hunt.
Well, I can't thank you enough for this opportunity to come down here and hunt with you.
I mean, my pleasure, man. Anytime I get an opportunity to go out and chase, critters around, I'm happy.
I've never hunted javelina, and when you said, there's some leftover tags and you could host me and take me around, I mean, that takes the learning curve from here down to here.
Yep, for sure.
Watching you and Shane kill them with the longbows was awesome. Longbow and a recurve.
Yep, we have a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, well.
It was an interesting hunt.
Well, I appreciate it. It was a ton of fun, and this won't be our last hunt together.
Oh, for sure. Got some javelina backstrap.
I've had a lot of people reach out and say, is javelina meat good?
Yeah.
And I've said, I don't know, but we're gonna
Yeah.
give it a whirl.
This is good.
Not like very pork-esque.
Mm-hmm.